Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. It's time for a shave. 2.5 days growth. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. 2.5 days growth. I'm still on vacation, so it doesn't really matter. But I wanted to have a shave. Spend some time with you fine folks. Hope everybody's doing well out there. We are still celebrating the 12 shaves of Christmas here in Casa de Kiefer. And what are we using today? Well, it's Dice Decides December, and that is extended into my soaps. So I threw a number 1 today, which means I'm using the Little Tim's Ebenezer. Local barber makes small batches of soap every now and again. This was his Christmas scent 2 years ago. It's got a great spicy, sweet scent. There's honey in it. That's kind of that's the overtone in the soap, is you can really smell the honey. There's some spices, maybe a little bit of myrrh, frankincense, but mostly honey. For the razor, I threw a 6, which means I'll be shaving with the Fat Tip Retro. That's a beautiful razor. You know, I bought this thing and I hardly ever shave with it, not because it's a bad razor. I just have been shaving mostly with shavettes. But this is a beautiful razor. It's a great, relatively aggressive open comb. Look at the blade exposure, blade gap. It's a beautiful razor. It looks good, it's comfortable, it's easy to shave with. I like it. I should probably use it more. For the blade, my first use of the Vokshods. Been shaving all this time, I've never used one. Got some stuff in the mail. Got a lot of stuff in the mail recently, actually. And Dr. Mike from Dr. Mike's Shaving Emporium threw in a pack of Vokshods with my order. So, and then for the brush, the VDH Boss. It's a good little brush. That Boss knot in the VDH handle. I made it myself. I'm so proud. Hadn't fallen apart yet. I've used it a couple times. So I got a little bloom water going. Use that as the pre-shave. Oh, it's a great scent. And we'll see what kind of lather we can work up. This Little Tim's lathers pretty quickly and easily. So let's see what's today. It's Tuesday. I'm still on vacation. I'm starting to run out of stuff to do because I'm boring. But it's good. Resting up, resting my back. I think it's been a good couple of 3 or 4 days off already. And I've still got quite a few. I did have to go to work today for a meeting, which was very productive. Kind of just, whoa, too much water in that brush. Forgot how much water the synthetics hold. It was a productive meeting at work. I was kind of disappointed because one of the few chances I get to get overtime is these meetings and some training, but because I was already on vacation, I couldn't get the overtime pay. That's okay. I don't need to be greedy, right? But it was a good meeting, so I try not to talk too terribly much about work. But this is actually going to be a big change for me. So I work in EMS. I've been doing it for a long time. For the past 3 years, I've been part of a pilot program that, in addition to working on an ambulance, we provide aftercare and special care, home care, kind of like home visits for elderly and indigent and underserved populations so that we can assist them and fill in the gaps in their health care and all that good stuff. Well, today we found out that we're going to get to do that full time. No more ambulance work for me, as long as this program continues to be funded. Now, for the past couple of years, it's been funded by a government grant, and the grant got extended, so we've got a couple more years out of it, and hopefully our employer will decide that there's value and we can keep doing this in the long term. So there's some peaks. Oh, that lather, that stuff is just ridiculous amounts of lather. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Once again, if you watch my videos, you know that I have some outstanding back problems, and working on an ambulance is not the easiest job on your body in the world. So, not having to lift and move and squat and do all that good stuff will only serve to help me heal up my back. So I'm super excited about that. Our schedules are going to be changing, which isn't a terrible thing. We're going to be working less hours, so that means we're going to take a little bit of a pay cut, me and my coworkers in this program. First pass with the grain. But we're also changing our schedule. So right now we work 12-hour days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And our time is kind of split between working on the ambulance and doing the house call stuff, right? So since we won't need to be working on the ambulance anymore, they're changing our hours to 10.5-hour days so that we can make the 40-hour work requirement plus a little extra. The extra time kind of fills the gap so that it's a better transition from the 12-hour days for the patients. We still have the same hours or almost the same amount of coverage for patient care. So so that's kind of cool. So I won't have to wake up quite so early in the morning, and I won't get home quite so late at night. And then they're changing our days, the number of days we work. So instead of working what I work right now, 3 on, 3 off, 2 on, 2 off, we'll be working 4 10.5-hour days. And so essentially my schedule will change to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'll be off on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is super exciting for me. I've never worked a schedule, I'm going to take that back, in a very long time. I haven't worked a schedule with set days. And this will be the first time I've ever worked a schedule that had Saturdays and Sundays off like the rest of the world. So it's kind of cool, you know, especially since, you know, I like to go to church, so I can go to church regularly, become more involved. So that'll be nice, you know, actually get to know some of the people in the church that I started going to recently. See them on a more regular basis. Pretty exciting. I'm excited. The pay cut, you know, because of the change, working less hours, kind of sucks, but I'm not one to complain about money. I know I'll never be rich, but I make enough money to live relatively comfortably, spend some money on my hobbies, so I'm doing fine, and I will continue to do fine. I just won't be able to be quite as frivolous with my money, but that's okay. So exciting. That's about the most exciting thing that's happened to me in the past couple, 2 or 3 days. It's, like I said, it's a cool thing. We were all kind of taken aback when they told us we were going to take a pay cut. Nobody wants to hear that. But, you know, the more I thought about it, I just kind of looked at it like this. All that money, all that extra pay, I kind of took that idea of that's, you know, that was the differential in pay for working overtime and working nights and weekends and all that kind of stuff. So now that I've got a regular schedule, I don't mind taking that pay cut. It's kind of a cost benefit thing for me. And I think after we all discussed it, talked it over with my coworkers, they were they got on board and they saw the benefit of it. You know, getting home early enough to have dinner with your family every night, not having to spend the majority of your waking hours at work. So I think once everybody kind of thought about it and looked at how much the pay differential was going to be, it wasn't, at least for me, it wasn't super drastic. So everybody hopped on board, we voted, we presented it to the big bosses, and they agreed. So starting December 29th, actually, I'll be working my new schedule. It'll be cool. I'll have to figure out when my shaves are going to happen, whether I'm going to keep the night shaving routine, or since I won't be going in quite so early, start doing them in the afternoon, or in the morning, sorry. Not quite sure yet, but the frequency may change too. May actually be a little more frequent. All right, so that's enough talking about work. Let's talk about the shave. It's beautiful. Second pass is done. The razor is great. There's no irritation. The soap is doing its job wonderfully. Great scent. The blade's actually very smooth and comfortable. You know, this is a bit of an aggressive razor. It's essentially the same head that's on the fat tip piccolos, I believe, and the grandes on the first models. So if you shaved with one of those, you know those can be a little bit on the aggressive side, but it's pretty comfortable. So I like it. Oh, soap smells fantastic. Fantastic. No tingles, no itches. I mean, I've used it before, actually several times over the past 2 years. Never had an issue with it, but you know, it's the thing about allergic reactions is sometimes it's not the first, second, or even third exposure before you start having an issue. So I'm happy here. And everything is wunderbar. Hope you guys are doing good. Having good shaves, that your Black Fridays and Christmas shopping goodies are starting to come in. If you are in any of the Facebook groups that I'm in, follow me on Instagram. You've probably seen quite a few of the goodies that I've been getting. You know, I was on freeze over the summer, and if I'm really honest with myself, I probably overindulged. I bought a lot of stuff. I've got about, well, that's just it. I bought stuff from Italian Barber. I bought stuff from SMG. I bought stuff from Uncle John. I bought stuff from Phoenix, Artisan Accoutrements. I bought some stuff from WTF. Mostly Christmas scents, you know. I bought some stuff from Uncle Mike's. Uncle Mike's was actually just a kind of an unobtainium kind of thing. Flowers in the Dark, the cedar lavender scent by Uncle John's came out while I was on my freeze, and I really wanted to buy it, but I couldn't. And come to find out that it is sold out almost everywhere. Soap, you can still, the splash can still be found, but the soap is just gone. No one has it. And kind of off chance, I checked out Uncle Mike's, or Dr. Mike's, and he had both, so I ordered them from him. So that was kind of a a special deal. It was good to do business with him. He's a good businessman, and I got something that I couldn't get anywhere else, which was awesome. Awesome, like this shave has been awesome. Pick us back there. So yeah, I was excited to be able to get a hold of that. I've still got a couple packages coming in. I've got some stuff coming from the Shave Mercantile. I've got another piece of unobtainium coming from Diamond Shaving. And an order coming from Soap Commander. And that's it. There's no more. That's the end of my shopping. That's it. And I will probably end up going on a freeze until the summertime because I have overspent. But that's all right, man, because my money, I work for it. I'm happy to spend it supporting local businesses and small businesses. Oh, I did buy some more soap from Little Tim's barber shop as well. He texts me whenever he makes a new batch. And he texted me the other day. He made a batch of bay rum and a batch of Texan, which is kind of a leathery, kind of manly scent. Pretty nice. I may actually piff those away. I'm not sure yet. Just because they're something. They're kind of unique, you know. I don't think he has an Etsy shop anymore. So it may kind of be neat to put those in a giveaway or something. Alright. Try not to overshave. Alright, sorry about that. You know, it happened right at the end. So let me just finish up so it doesn't happen again. The phone mount lost its stick. It's the first time it's ever happened to me recording. It's happened to me a couple times while I was setting up, but never in the middle of the shave. I do apologize for that. Alright. Just see what this little old block of alum says. Ooh, yeah, got a little on the jawline. A little carried away on the pickups. I forgot how aggressive that open comb is. But no nicks, no weepers. Baby smooth. Just a tad bit of irritation. Alright, that's it for now. Thank y'all so much for watching. Sorry about this tumble. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope the beginning of your week is treating you well as well. And we're one day closer to the weekend. That's all I got for now. I'm Carl. I've been your humble lather and razor slinger for the evening. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you have a good week, a good evening. Get out there and spend some time with your friends and family because that is one of the most important things you can do. Good night and God bless.